as the title suggests, we are going to go do teapot stuff. I've heard so much about it, and so it's time to go and do something with it. If you're wondering why the title is spelt with the wrong kind of
Phoenix
T,
taught me that carrying an unreliable
um,
weapon
shut
is
up.
worse than not carrying one at all.
It's because I tried to write it the other way, and PlayStation won't let me do it, even with all those dots in between T and bagging. PlayStation says remove profanity in order to continue. I'm like, oh my gosh, because like it's like insane because like you can name things like that outside of PlayStation, but PlayStation doesn't want. Oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So first things first, we gotta set. And as much as I love you, Amber, you need to go. You just aren't that good in a fight.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
And now I have swords and claymores as my fighters. I would have the polearms, but oh, that was yep, that was a misfire. You know what? I do have him. Got like exactly. I think I got exactly two polearms. Oh no, I have him and these two for polearms. Interesting. God, do you realize how many firefucks I have? Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so look at this. Switch, and then we'll be here. Firefox. Look at this. One, two, three, four, five, six. Six fucking Firefox. I have 22 characters. 22 characters. Over a third of them are Firefox. Almost a, yeah, no, between a quarter and a third, right? Yeah. Over a quarter of them are Firefox. I mean, I could make one hell of a fire team if that's ever necessary. Um, what do I need to ascend him? I really should have ascend him. Oh, that that is not happening. So, okay, teapot time. A teapot to call home. Why don't I have that unlocked yet? Oh, I need to deselect this, otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. Glad you can have a place selected for navigation and an enemy selected for navigation. That's nice to be able to have the two. Alright, teapot team! What do we got for teapots? Oh, and we'll do those, we'll do the reading of the thingamabobbers as well. Alright.
Ah, children, come, come.
Mm,
You've
mm.
arrived at just the right moment.
Wrong words.
I've been looking for you.
Do not say children in those. Nope. Nope. Moving on.
What is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. Friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
Ooh, I like presents.
For Paimon?
Oh, child.
I wish there was
You
some
are
more
so very modest.
sassy choices
Uncommonly
when
so
there's some
even.
good choices.
But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed
Really?
my old
What if I won?
teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
Yes, yes, we do.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never
Subspace?
mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our
Subspace communication.
illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world.
Pocket dimensions!
The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing
Of
touch.
course it does.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither.
Hither and
I have already
thither?
found a fleet-footed
What's the
youngster to
difference?
prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I
Oh?
am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh.
I could
Back
get
in the
that.
day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely.
No
You will have
problem.
to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite,
Now you're
which
just
must be
making up
chiseled
words.
from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Child? Who is this child? Is it child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
Is it Chi-Chi?
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Wait, who is this? Do I recognize her? No?
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors.
Oh, I do. I have her.
This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me.
She's the lawyer.
Yenfei, I believe you've already heard of the Traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millelith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millelith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millelith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui, before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
You wanted to try her in the court of law?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion.
Objection!
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find
Of course you got a business card.
And office address. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
Oh boy.
Yenfei,
Yeah, alright, alright.
Let's get to the business at hand.
God,
I do not think these two are in any dire need of me.
what is she wearing?
Moment.
Or should I say not wearing? Is that like a bodysuit or is that actually her skin?
You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this.
Oh,
the
my.
talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
It's like,
I was gonna ask the same
it's like she's got a
question.
collar, even though she's barely wearing anything.
Met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Aww.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway.
God, she's got some nice legs.
So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked
God,
for.
she's like
except for
barely covering her
Smaragdus Jade.
boobs,
I
but
can't
like
find
decides to
any
throw on a collar too.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement.
I knew I was gonna have to help find something.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or...
Oh my.
Snezhnaya? Found
Snezhnaya.
him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he
Hairpins?
should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea
Can we
of where
just
can
call it
find
SJ or something like that?
some. Oh, you want
'Cause
to join me?
It sounds like such a
Yes,
made up
that's no
word.
problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
How?
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Oh boy. Alright, now I gotta find this cross. Oh, he's not too far away.
Hup.
landing on your head, landing on your head. Hey, Crossel, Crossel,
Hello, Mr.
Crossel,
Crossel. How's
Crossel.
business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi Qiao. If you'd
Jicho?
like to inspect
Jicho?
them, you may
Jicho?
have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of
God, no
10
wonder
times
this
the
she
value
gets
paid
along.
by
He gets along with
Miss
her.
Zhi Qiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
God,
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the
I didn't realize I
assurance
started playing Ace Attorney.
For fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case,
Like Ace
might you
Attorney,
know
but
Miss Xiao
more
lives?
boring.
We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossel. We'll be off now.
Alright, where are we going? I just love her hair. Look at all those curls. No, wait, look, I love how you can like get underneath and look at them. It's so cool. Nope. Apparently I wasn't supposed to go in there. What am I doing? I don't know. You sure I wasn't supposed to go in there? Oh, I suppose I could have.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something
she's
I can help
cute.
you with?
How do you do, Miss Xiao? We understand from Mr. Crossel that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
Yanfei's outfit is like both like insane yet amazing. Like insane and like why? Like she's got sleeves. Like why? She's got sleeves, but she's got nothing on her shoulders connecting the sleeves. She's like oh, I just got like kind of like just gonna get rid of all this stuff here, but keep all this stuff. Why?
The hairpins.
I mean, it's cute as
I
fuck.
can't lend them to you right now.
Oh,
I've lost them.
oh shit!
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice. My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A
And
big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices.
And
That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them
okay.
looking down on me, but now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Yeah, because nothing is
Did
ever
you
easy.
really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you
Oh
signed?
god. Of course, we're gonna start getting the legalese. We get the lawyer on our side, and the first time ever in the game, we start dealing with legalese.
Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Of course you do. Why would you have not put it in a desk somewhere?
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Jiqiao somehow. True.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jiqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite.
That part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Yep.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether...
Seems right.
Please. Please, Don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost contract. However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts.
And we could help. We
Now
could
that
try
it's
to
come
help.
this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most
Of
sensible
course,
course of
legally
action.
speaking.
But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade.
It's like the details on this is like sometimes it's like the 3D is like very apparent. It's like you can see that there's dimension to it. Other times, like you look at their pearls on this girl's neck, and it's like that is extremely flat and fake.
My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite...
Smooth to the touch. Finest quality jade. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
Alright. Just give me a second, I'm checking something out. And I'm just picking at some wounds,
Oh,
as one does.
oh,
Alright, anyhow. If you excuse me.
do love Spina di Rosulo's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Yeah, let's get an apple, aren't you? All right. Discuss the situation with Crossall. Oh God, she was like literally. She could have just shout. Oh my God, you could have just shouted it out. Hey, Crossall, I fucked up. Sorry, my bad.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly, I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research.
Ooh, look at the butt behind her.
Just confirm again. It was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Tao in compensation. Please wait here, Mr.
What is
Crossall.
she doing? What is she doing?
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Oh God, this guy sounded so nice at first.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Yeah, she's gonna say something about like it not being real. This whole thing is a waste of my time, isn't it? Because we're gonna find out that this is not real because she didn't feel anything, and humans should have felt something, even in that small amount. So the whole point of this is to find out the value of what it is so that he can pay her 10 times the amount. Ooh, cards. Is that cards? Wait. Are you... Is it seriously trying to tell me to go through the carriage? Whoops. There was a misfire. You gotta remember that, like, I gotta remember that, like...
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
It's still going off.
Are you here to tell me
It's still going... Oh my god, it's still... That's great. But no, I've been playing a lot of Fallout. The jump button there is a different button. Here.
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
Either that or you're an Adeptus.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
Shoot!
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
But, okay, wait, back up. What's the point? It's not a scam. Or is it? It's only a scam if he took the pins from her. Because, okay, so he shows the original to the customer, and then when it's time to conduct the transaction, he gives the fakes. That in itself is not much of a scam. Not in the sense of trying to get money, because it's just insurance. It's like, hey, here's this. You can pretend that it's a real thing. Bring it back. But this, if it gets lost, you still got the real thing. Trying to get money out of her, though, I feel like if this is only a real scam if he's stealing it from her. But even if he did, then why would he need to make fakes? I don't know. Something about it doesn't quite add up.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone.
Oh, that would be bad.
After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose.
You can always tell him.
Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Of course.
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
If I had one more for every time I heard the word contract.
Yunfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract.
I mean, fair enough.
Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
So she's not doing it for the money, or the commitment to money. She's doing it so that the person that she's working for can trust that she's reliable.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if
Smart.
you take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Paimon's just looking all confused.
7 and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Juice again. Brain juice. Paimon's out of brain juice.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and there's no contract.
I'm gonna use
Have a
that.
look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite.
Oh boy.
Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it.
So far, this has been a lot of exposition,
Let's go to...
not a lot of action.
Where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it. Let's pay a visit to Chateau. The boss of the Jade
Ow!
District. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and
We're going
ore.
to shit
If
ow.
Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
I think I've seen this guy before, haven't I? Oops, fell into the water. At least it didn't get caught under the bridge, though. Oh yeah, yes, I remember this guy.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter?
That accent, I don't remember him having that little bit of a inflection.
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a
God damn, I love her
special
legs.
Crossell enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them.
I don't remember him having this inflection with his
Quite
speech.
generous with his money too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Did you feel anything?
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there.
Those are shavings? Those are chunks. That is a chunk. Where's the debris? Where? Oh, over here. Okay. Yeah, those are not fucking shavings.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
You know the difference? Oh, yeah, you are, aren't you?
It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
So the Jadeite could have been inside.
Thin layer of separation, huh?
Okay.
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy.
Ooh, I can do that.
Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental side a shot. So, did you find anything?
Oh, then it's not gonna make me do it? Oh, it doesn't look like it.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao is able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to...
What is Shit Tao doing with his hands? I mean, I know he's supposed to be calling out, but...
I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
Alright, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like Yanfei, even though she's kind of like too focused on the lawyer shit.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Still, mostly just...
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Collecting evidence.
But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, because I'm about to bring this guy to the...
Yes.
An affidavit!
This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see.
So, in case you don't know what an affidavit is...
for asking again, Miss Yanfei.
It is,
Might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
So you know like how people...
I say there's been an incident.
Oh, hold on.
Just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
So you know how like some people testify in court? Well, an affidavit is the same thing, only the person doesn't have to show up in court. They just sign this piece of paper with their testimony saying that this is what happened. It's to prevent a whole lot of extra shit going on in court, and also for like people who can't make it to court. So it's like it's just easier. Like, yeah, this happened. This is what happened, and I signed it. Here you go. It's almost as good as a actual testimony of someone in court. It's hard evidence. It's evidence.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
So far, it's just circumstantial. So far, the evidence just means that...
Xingxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
So, see, so far, all we have is circumstantial evidence that he willingly did this. With the evidence that we currently have, he could say that, oh, I didn't know it was an accident, which, would change the whole scope of the thing. He would still be guilty and still owe the 10 times the thing, but I think she's going for a little bit more here.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As
like,
you know,
are you the only lawyer?
Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us.
Yeah, so you should not be the only lawyer.
Our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of
You obviously have to be like the best if you know everybody.
It's hard to understand and impossible to finish.
Yes, well, that's no obstacle.
Oh, nice ass.
Memorized all the legal
What is this view? And why?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Ooh, bread and butter. That sounds good.
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Yeah, me too.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Xingxi.
And again, we're just walking around. Seriously, this has just been like an interactive story so far. I'm not complaining too much. It's good for streaming. But at the same time, it's like, are we actually... I mean, I'm kind of fucking lost. I've almost lost focus on what my actual goal is here. Like, this game really loves... It's like definitely embracing the whole JRPG thing where it's like old school RPGs, like, okay, you need to get into this castle. But in order to get this castle, you need permission from the Magister. The Magister has a problem that needs to be solved, like his wife is sick. So you have to go and get an antidote from this city over here. Once you get to the city, you find out that it's been cursed. So you have to lift the curse. They're like, oh, thank you for lifting the curse, but the antidote is only available if you do this. And then you get the antidote, you go back to the Magister, you heal his wife, the Magister gives you permission, and you go inside. That's what this is starting to feel like. I actually kind of miss those I should absolutely stream some of those old school shit. Oh my gosh. I have Steam. I could do Final Fantasy 6. Well, my audience of like one is only they wouldn't be interested in seeing that, but
There we go. As long as I have my friends with me.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no?
Snezhnaya.
Yes, he came to me.
That's
to
very
show me
Russian
something
sounding.
called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications.
Wait. Wait. Is this the same person that I was? She's dressed just like the person that I was supposed. Yeah, she's just like the person that. Oh, I'm so confused.
This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did
You
he
didn't sign this out.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
See, this is interesting because, like, at first I was like, okay, so we're gonna find out that it was not in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, but like, how does that help us? Because if it's fake, then this whole thing is just a waste of time. It's a whole tangent. But if he does have the real stuff that he did not alter, interesting. Wait, interesting. Because, like, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Mr. Krosel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself.
That just happens to be
The
laying
item is
out.
called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone
Ooh,
is
Twin
recorded
Phoenix.
as Smaragdus Jadeite.
And of course it's Phoenix.
The document
It's a
came from
Phoenix
the official
pin
seal of
because
the
it's a
Ministry.
legal
Thank you,
tangent.
Susie. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Thanks for turning the light on.
I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Because life?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak
Boo Boo.
with Dr. Baiju.
Ooh, wait, is that where Chi-Chi is? I feel I can't remember.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you
Oh.
speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Eh. Memory of immovable crystals. Yeah. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit of a trouble here, not much.
show me your prescription. My. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, who the hell is this?
I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi...
Yes, I thought so. I thought this is where Chi-Chi was.
Yanfei as well.
I remember him.
That's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period...
Oh, vision.
Best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality.
So not just adepti, but people without a vision.
Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baizhu.
Not to see Gigi.
It's just a
I wish I could have invited her.
Give me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently.
Oh, really?
The Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long
Isn't
ago.
that interesting?
But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment.
Because he knew it was fake.
I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might
Can't tell
be
you.
related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
So another thing about affidavits that is useful is the fact that the person signing the affidavit doesn't even have to know anything about the case that they're signing it for. Which means it could give an unbiased opinion on something. You could be like, does this sort of typical thing that this event happen, is this the only outcome that can be presented? Is there any other outcome that can happen? And they could be like, yep, this is the only outcome that can happen. And they won't even have to know why they're signing the affidavit to be like, influenced, be like, maybe like, oh, that's what this is for? Yeah, no, there could possibly be. So that's another useful thing.
You're too kind. Take care
Oh,
now.
these headphones are killing me. What do we got for time? Damn, it's still early.
That Baizhu guy is as weird as ever.
Oh, I have to take a look at my phone. So.
Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Of course he was.
Dr. Baizhu's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
I need to get decent headphones. I'm pretty sure the headphones I've been using for my streaming services and other whatnots, my USB one, I'm pretty sure that's like some early 2000s. Oh, I'm about ready to try the other headphones. They should also work, but... Alright. We're gonna do that. We're gonna I might... Oh my god! What the hell? That's funny. Alright, we're gonna take a second here to check out some stuff. First off, I'm going to open up my... Alright. Oh, God. Damn, these headphones. Oh, those got so uncomfortable.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Must have so uncomfortable.
Oh.
Alright, let me see if I can figure out how to... Which... There's Alexa Light. Alexa Light!
Want to go traveling? I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
So many medicines.
They're labeled, are they?
No cure for heartache.
Is that the way they're supposed to go, or...? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so... Just bear with me. These are... a bit weird.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable
Oh, I don't know if these are going to be any
worse
better.
than not carrying one at all.
Oh, that is probably not going to be any better.
Please, show me your prescription.
How's that feeling? Is that better? Is that going to work? I don't know.
So many medicines, but no cure for heartache.
I'm sorry. Hold on. 1 second. Just my ears are feeling
I do love
sore
Spina
from
di
the
Rosula's
fucking
logo.
headphones.
It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
We should just wear my freaking earbuds.
So many medicines, but
I don't understand the curvature of these headphones if this is...
please, show me your prescription.
Alright, well... No. No. No.
So many medicines, but no cure for heartache.
They're going back to the other ones. Let's see if I can...
So many medicines, but no cure for heartache.
Let's see if I can... Yep. Yeah, so... Kari had sends me all these... things, but I think they forget that I don't know what they're supposed to symbolize, because you get these like words when you're sending them that show you what they're supposed to symbolize, but then when you send them, those aren't part of the words.
An unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying.
Alright, Alexa, light off. Alright, well... Alright, anyway, we need to talk to Crossel and tell him that he's a cheating scumbag. Alright, so, yeah, definitely think I'm gonna order some headphones. Let's just go check my funds and see if I can do it right away, or if I have to wait till payday. And yeah, I definitely need to hit these these blue stars, because I'm pretty sure these are the quests that you get reputation points for.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess...
Okay, so the hair is different, but the outfit's the same.
My my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for
Yep.
the amount payable.
Yep.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course.
You owe her.
Contract. Mr. Crossell, you must pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Ms. Zerchow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this.
She's gonna decline.
Which is to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me
Oh,
like this.
alright, yeah. No, after whatever happens next, the woman's gonna be like, it's okay, you don't have to pay me. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just call it even.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Affidavit.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
So I gotta pick the right shit. Processing the ore.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Shit's out. Shit out.
Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite ore to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Oh,
and we
is it?
are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Here we go. This is starting to get very Ace Attorney.
The evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Objection!
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler. Oh, come on. I meant the backup copy of the document from the...
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment.
Why the close-up?
I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill.
Lawyered!
Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
No, of course not. Except...
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed
Now
over to
wait a minute. Just let's talk about
their
this.
full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? no,
Yeah, here we go.
The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say?
So she trapped him. Basically, either he unknowingly lent out dangerous materials, which case would go to a higher court, or he knew it was dangerous, that's why he made copies, and it would just have to cost him 10 times. So he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Either he has to pay 10 times the amount, or he has to go to this higher court, which could be far worse.
You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Yeah, she's turning me on.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
But you did it only after...
I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price.
Only to find out it was dangerous. Yeah, we saw this coming a mile away.
After receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation.
I would like to try that out as an experiment.
I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste?
Yeah, I'm always interested in things that can affect how you feel and how you think. I am so fascinated by the fact that chemicals can alter your thoughts. Like, there is shit that makes you more compliant. There's shit that makes you more stubborn. There's things that put you to sleep. I mean, it's insane the things that we can take to alter our chemistry because of chemistry, you know? Like, these little neutrons and protons and electrons put in certain ways can affect the other ones in certain ways. It's fascinating. I fucking love it. Anytime I get a chance to do something that will alter my free will, I will try it out just for experimenting.
That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all
that's smart.
Zhiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Okay, so not a scam-ish. He still, that's right. We still gotta figure out where the hairpins are. Interesting. So there's a little bit of to unpack here. So he didn't try to intentionally scam anybody. Well, I mean, he kind of did, but not in the way that oh, I'm going to try to get money because he did, so he didn't take them. And then, right. Okay, I lost my train of thought there. Oh.
I was worried that...
Whatever.
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right.
There.
Let's cut the appeals phase right there.
Again with that close-up.
I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora. And that is
it's not
fine.
gonna happen.
10 times.
Crosel looks like he could faint any second.
That was a really dumb move. Why would you say 10 times?
According to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
Heh.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
Wait. That's wrong. That math isn't math. Okay, so if the Smaragdus Jadeite costs $100, then he's got to pay her $1,000. That's 10 times the original value. 20% of 1,000 is 200. It should say that's twice as much as I spent.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake,
that is true.
For losing them, legally or not.
See, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen.
Compensation for that.
Ms. Jichao, you...
Although, if you hadn't lost them, he would have scammed you.
However, Mr. Crosel.
Oh, she's got that hair.
Use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite. Why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
Ah, that's a really good deal. Because I knew that's how we're going to get it eventually. I knew that we were going to get it as part of the compensation for this whole thing.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Gee, I saw this whole thing coming a mile away.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever.
It'll
do.
Yeah, no, see, she's got the hair that I like, that little braid around the back that kind of doesn't seem to have a start or an end.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
I would love to.
When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
I could probably do that if I got like one of those clippy things. Like I'm sure they sell those like as clippy things. Oh, I should do those. I should get that.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony.
God, what are you wearing, Yunfei?
Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crosel come to an understanding?
It's like, Yunfei, make a decision. Either wear shit or don't. You're like this weird in between.
Well, yes.
I mean,
believe we have.
I like it. It's just weird.
That's good. Mr. Crosel, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually,
case adjourned.
Crosel, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may.
Oh.
I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business.
Ooh, I smell a merger.
Let me think for a moment.
God, all this for the fucking teapot.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Oh my god, this is classic RPG shenanigans. All that just to get to the fucking teapot.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents.
And only walking like 30 meters.
Actually finding the hairpins.
That's true. We still don't know what happened to the hairpins. Oh my god. Like I mean I already went on the rant about the whole twists and turns with the JRPG things, but like this is like classic. It's so fucking classic. Although in the classic games that this usually happens in, there's a lot more fighting. Like this is like seriously the longest I've worked on a quest without having to fight anything.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
But you didn't know for sure. You only had an inkling.
An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the
fucking
Liyue
view
Harbor
again.
today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Sure?
I can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tenterhooks. Alright.
Can't beat the atmosphere here. Can't beat the atmosphere here. The Charles.
Alright. Can we put this thing to bed? Oh god, I have to go up there. So many fucking quests to take. Alright, well, that didn't work out as quite as I'd have hoped, but okay. Hey, Granny, we're back.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite? Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
God.
If we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any
Oh.
come find me directly.
I have a feeling that we're going to.
Child, are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot.
Bye!
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Bye! Like I said, bye!
Child, goodness knows where she learned to be so
Rambunctious?
Her father was hardly so.
I hardly call her
fond
rambunctious.
of talking nonsense back in
Commanded?
the day.
Sure.
Stood beside Rex Lapis.
Focused, yeah. Rambunctious? Nah.
She is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
Yeah.
All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Oh, that looks like shit.
This Serenity pot
Serenity.
is all yours now.
The Serenity pot.
If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen.
Oh, can we find out?
Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged
Oh?
for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Unlocked. This miraculous. Hey, I wasn't done reading that. I wasn't done reading those. Also, I want these glaze lilies. I do think I seem to remember like something a quest with the glaze lilies. I don't know if it was the shimmer soil or if it was something else, but there was definitely. Holy fucking! Oh my god!
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have.
What the hell? What is this? Oh. And of course, we got that. Look at all these fucking notifications! Oh, because of the. So the reset time must be like 4 a.m. Did I know that? I think I knew that. Oh shit! You know what that means? I fucked up on this. 12 days and 10 hours? I wonder if it started that those timers started from when I logged in. Anyway. Oh. Oh, okay. I see what that is. Exploding population. I got this. Ooh, that's a nice one. Ooh, I like that. Alright, and then just that then. Alright. Yeah, because like all of a sudden I'm like, that is a lot of exclamation points. Alright. Yeah, a little ways to go with that. Oh.
It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
I am just going to check some shit real quick here. So, what do we think about that whole tangent thing? Like a whole legalese thing going on. 144. Oof. Oh, and then I got the quick ship shit going on. Sorry, I'm just checking my funds. Okay, so that one went through. That's gonna go. Oh, yeah, we don't want. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah. Alright.
My time with Arthespina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Yes, it is. Because you never know what will happen. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Recurring, upcoming... Sorry, I'm just talking out loud just so that it's not super boring. Safe to spend. Alright. True that. Alright, so I can spend that much. I think we're good. Yeah, we good. We good, fam. Alright, so we are going to... Oh, I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, it's going to stop broadcasting if I do that. Alright, I'm committing. Oh, that's right, I got... Get some more of this. Alright, so I'm going to commit. God, if I... Oh, this means I have to play at least once a day. If I do this. I mean, it's only $5. It's not bad. But if I don't log in at least once a day... Although it's like I haven't been playing this because of... I know, you guys are waiting for me to get to the teapot. You just want to see me do the teapot. You're going to have to wait a little bit. But, yeah, so like I haven't been playing this much. I love this game, I do. I really do love this game. It's a fun game. It's a fucking free game. And the shit that you can do for free, the amount, it's just insane. Like, seriously, like, insane. And the fact that they keep on doing updates, this game is like 5 years old, and they're still making updates. It's like Warcraft, only free. Anyway, it really does. It really shines. There, you could write a whole thesis on this versus WoW in other paid MMOs, but I haven't. But the reason I haven't been playing it is like, so like when I first started playing it, I'm like, this game kicks ass. It's amazing. It's like Breath of the Wild, only slightly different, and I can't wait to try some more. But there was other things I wanted to play at the time too, and so I put this on the back burner because it was free, and the other things I was paying for. And then it just kind of fell to the wayside until my kids started playing it. And I was like, okay, I've played this a little bit. I tried to teach them a little bit about what I knew and what I remembered. And now it got to the point where they're teaching me. I love it when that sort of thing happens. Anyway, but yeah, no, so now I'm playing it again. And I am playing it like sporadically right now because there are a lot other things again that I want to play, and again I'm paying for them, and these are free. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76, and I did just spend a decent amount of money on the Fallout 1 for a whole year, which means at least a little bit. I mean, the new season doesn't start until I think Tuesday, which is, oh shit, that's today. Okay, so, but my daily commitment to that is minimal compared to other things. So Yeah, I can play this and that. And then maybe a couple other things in between. If I focus on Genshin and Fallout with the few things that I already do have, I theoretically should not have to spend any money outside of this on video games for quite a while. I'm just rambling. Well, at this point, I'm just rambling. I don't know why I'm waffling and whatnot. I'm absolutely going to do this. And Rhea, if you're listening, as soon as I'm done with this broadcast, I will. I'll buy you another one too, because I'm sure yours is getting close to being up. I can double check that. I'm not going to buy me the battle pass unless I can actually get further in it. But yeah, so yeah, I'm absolutely going to do this. Yeah. And unidentified error. Alright, yep, that worked. Alright. Oh look, Genesis crystals. Interesting. Oh look, not enough. Yes, give me those Primo gems. I'm sorry. I don't know where the word welcome comes from. I don't know what it's referring to. I probably should look it up at some point. All I know is that before this, the only other place I've heard the word welcome is in Runner Bit Trip or whatever it is, and it was Welkin Wonderland. I just keep on thinking that every time I see that. And actually, that's a pretty decent game. I should go back to that, maybe stream a little bit of it. Anyway, I got more Primo Gems! I got the Primo Gems! Yeah, yeah! Alright, anyway, oh no, I know what I was going to look at. Items. This. Yeah, because you can turn Jenny crystals into Primos. That's what I thought. Yeah, that just doesn't seem worth it, though, does it? No, it don't. It really don't seem worth it. Genesis crystals are like the rarest form of currency, I think.
I really want to go traveling.
Considering like you actually have to spend real money to get any.
As long as I have my friends with me.
Alright. Well, so the exclamation point on the thing is really bothering me, so we're going to take care of that first. Add Abba exercise. Wait. What? Oh, this is new. What did I do to trigger this? Interesting. Like, seriously, what did I do to trigger that? This Heepak quest? Or hitting a certain milestone of some sort?
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today's commitment.
Shavetta, Jade, Silver. Yeah, wish it had been the fucking emerald shit.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Alright. Enter the Serenity Pot. There doesn't seem to be a shortcut for that. How is that new? That is not new. You're a liar. You're a liar. Yeah, that's useless now. No, a rock with the same properties as such as a after using the approximate location. Yeah, there was still like this arrow thing that I don't know. But I made one too many. That's too bad. Oh, there's this. Oh, that's right. We do have to get Dragon Spire again. Quick swap. After adding gadgets to the quick swap menu, hold the gadget icon to quick swap. The Quack Swap menu can contain 4 gadgets, one of which will be chosen by default. The selected gadget slot can be empty. Directly equipping a gadget from your inventory will switch the gadget's present in the Quack Swap menu. Okay, sure. Confirm. Remove. Confirm.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother.
Alright, oh. Okay. Please select a realm layout. I was not expecting this. A swirling scene in a bottle. Nature's cheer fruit. And silken... Oh, that looks Japanese. Got the rising sun. Sakura. Silken courtyard. Yeah, that definitely feels Japanese. Alright. Got a feeling I'm only going to pick one of these. Alright. They all look pretty decent. Cool Isle seems like it would be the logical choice for most people. Probably going to go with these two. Peak. Yeah, let's go with Emerald Peak.
Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too!
It also has a lot more land, because if you remember, Madame Ping's teapot had a lot of floating islands.
Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Kid chiseling Paimon, you could carve us a whole house out of this rock.
I can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
I guess go talk to that little helper.
Oh, wait a second,
What are those? Interesting. What the hell is that?
Wow, it seems that we have a visitor.
Decent voice. It's a finch?
Excuse me, I am not a finch.
My head is not for patting.
And you may call me, hang on a moment.
Oh, am I gonna get to name it?
Called again. Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Tubby.
So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned?
Rude, Paimon. Rude.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you.
Really? Did she now?
You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I'm looking at something. I have a curiosity damn it. Let me just check here. Interesting. I think I knew that.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up.
That's funny. That is funny. Anyway, I think that's getting a little too far up. Alright,
Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear with... Wow!
that seems complicated.
Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past.
A golden-eyed adeptus.
He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely. A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
Who could that be? Sorry, I found some interesting stuff. I'm kind of looking at it. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing I'm recognizing yet so far. Okay. Oh, I played that game. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling through some voice acting here. I want to see what Tubby's been in. And just, it felt like Tubby sounded like somebody else, something from somewhere I know, and it just wasn't. But I'm just looking to see where she has done voices from. And, you know, that's typical. She's done a ton of voiceovers and a ton of movies and games. But nothing that I... Oh, she apparently played Principal Franklin's secretary in 3 episodes of iCarly. Oh, and did a voice in an episode of the anime of Stitch, which I would have just now figured out about if I hadn't figured out about it like 3 weeks ago. That would have been interesting for me to find. Like, oh my god, there's... Yeah, we gotta do that. We definitely gotta watch those. Made a Golden Compass TV series? What is that? Video game, maybe? Oh, yeah, video game adaptation. Okay, that's what that was. Background music kind of reminds me of Green Sleeves just a little bit. Wow. Yeah, I'm like, damn, she's been around a while. She even did some voices in Toy Story 2. And speaking of Christmas, there's a Christmas movie or two. So, see how far back she goes. Problem Child. Fuck. She did some voices from the 90s shit. Damn. This girl been around a while. She does the voice of Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family cartoon from the early 90s. Archie, to Riverdale and Back. She was Midge Mason in Archie to Riverdale and Back Again. I actually think I remember that. Holy fuck, I think I remember her character there. No way. No way is this actually available. Archie to Riverdale and Back Again. Watch options. Included with Prime. Is it though? Oh my god, if this is, I'm so gonna watch this at work tomorrow. I haven't seen this movie since like...
Hey, I'll give you $574 if you switch. For an ice cream? Okay. So what about $574?
Holy fuck, I think this actually is. Matt McCoy's in this? I'm sorry. I am sorry that I'm not going any further. Yeah.
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that Adeptus again since. Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm.
Holy shit, it is on there. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I fucking love it. I did not realize this was on here. Okay, so 1990, there was a made for TV movie, The Archie Gang. I'm sure some of you have heard of, or at least watched, or at least heard of Riverdale. There's been several incarnations of cartoons and live action Archie stuff over the years. But Archie, To Riverdale and Back Again, is the one that I remember the most because, like, when I was 11 when that came out, and we taped it, so obviously it was one of those shows that we watched over and over again. But and I was into Archie comics when I was about that age. They kind of resonate. They resonate with an 11-year-old. They really do. But yeah, it's To Riverdale and Back Again. It's them coming back for a reunion and seeing how everyone turned out. Oh god, I can't wait to watch that tomorrow now.
If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Break. See you guys in a minute.
My time with the Spiness taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
God, it's so loud! Why are you so loud? Serenity Pot. Not the Serenity, not the teapot, the Serenity Pot. Y'all. Oh, sorry, just gotta plug one more thing in. And, alright, after using and summoning the Serenity. Oh, there's a lot of pages to this. Travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within its confines. Wait, what?
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo.
Really, Navia?
Designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
It says travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within itself. That's like trying to open place a bag of holding in a bag of holding. It's going to collapse the universe. Oh, that's how you leave it. I mean, I guess, but still, that just does not seem right. Alright. Talk to the teapot spirit. You mean Tubby? I can create items from the creation screen. Position. Place furnishings to increase the adeptal energy rank of your Starter Teapot. As your rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Realm currency in the Realm Depot to purchase various items. So, you place furnishings. The more furnishings you place, the higher rank goes and the more money you get to buy more furnishings that will increase your rank. And sounds like a loop here. Okay. God damn. Now here's a question. Can you show your teapot off to other players? Can you join someone's world and be like, hey, look at my teapot, or hey, can I see your teapot? I know those are not innuendos. Because what's the point of building an amazing teapot? That is a hobbit hole. I am sorry. That is a hobbit hole. That is straight out of the fucking Hobbit. Scene 1 of the no. You get the Fellowship of the Ring, the first Hobbit movie, and the first time Gandalf goes in there and is like, is it safe? And all that whole thing, like he hits his head on the thing. That is the fucking Hobbit hole. That's even the same fucking door, the same fucking I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
This is a fucking Hobbit hole. A large one. 2-story Hobbit hole, apparently. But everything else, absolutely Hobbit hole-ish. I don't know how many Hobbit holes have more than one story. Just because of the way, I mean, honestly, this would be like it. Alright, wait. Oh, there it is. It's on my... Wait, what was there? Was there anything there? I'm trying to remember what was there. You know what? I gotta look. I gotta see if I can look. Video. Yeah. Was there anything there? Oh, look, I get to claim... Okay, obtain 30 pieces of wood from cutting down trees. 3 types of wood. Okay, done that. Enter the mansion. Creation of content that discriminates. Okay, so does this look like you might be able to share it? Because they wouldn't have this if you couldn't share it. And I get this, because like you can place your decor in such a manner that it conveys a message. Like, I mean, most simplistic and example would be just placing, like, say, bushes in the form of a swastika. I don't know if there is bushes, but...
I love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Alright, I just want to go... I'm just gonna... Just checking something out. Yeah, I'll be coming up soon. 1 second.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
I'll be coming up soon. There it is. Alright, hold up. Almost got it. Alright, so that's 6, 7, 8. That's 8 things. Alright, so it's the Adventures book that is not available. It replaces the teapot. Oh my, what is all that?
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my
There's
mother.
this one line o'clock. Wine o'clock! We have a wine o'clock! Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Navia, stop it! Yes, I already read all that. Alright.
My time with the Spina has taught me that
Interesting.
carrying an unreliable weapon is worse
See, now
than
this-
not carrying one at all.
This looks like a D&D campaign. What? Why is there a... Whatever. You're rude. Okay, yep. So you can show off your teapot to your friends. Alright, well, I've unlocked the teapot. I really don't know exactly what the purpose of the teapot is yet, except to just have a place to create shit. Does the teapot actually have any effect on the gameplay outside of the teapot? Or is this just some sort of like Animal Crossing mini side shit? Okay, I did not understand any of that. Sure. Is that it though? Did I do it? Did I finish that quest? It looks like I finished that quest. Alright, well, I'll explore all this BS later if it is even worth it. I really don't know if it is. What's over here? What the hell is this? I know what it looks like. Runway point, a place to return to. And apparently we can't go outside of this, at least not yet. Alright. Why does it say one player? Anyhow, well, that's it. That was a T-shit. That was my teapot shit. That's not where I wanted to go, but maybe it is. Maybe that is where I wanted to go.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
I've already got you. I'm assuming, though, that means that this would give me, Constellation.
Join the team?
Kachina? Kachina! Modeled gold yet unsmelted. Alright, we're gonna just do some of these test run things because, Primo Gems. So... yeah, see all these rewards? Oh, Kitty! Kitty! Okay, I'm in. Oh. Hello. Okay. Okay. And rotate, 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 rotate. Oh, look at you. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. Yay, tree. Main building. Current. Outdoor set. Missing components? Alright, whatever. And claim. Alright, well, whatever. This could be interesting. I'm not sure what the point of it is yet. Yeah, whatever. Oh, there's some more. Oh, right. It's just a big circle here. Big. Right. Okay. Can we be done? Are we done? All right. There's a lot to take in there, and I'm going to have to read them on my own time because otherwise, learning everything there's about, or learning the shit about that teapot, I don't feel it's going to be very good streaming. Speaking of which, we've been doing this for quite a bit. So we did a quest for the teapot, and there was 0 battles, 0 fights. We barely moved at all. It was all in the very same area.
My time with the Spina.
And then didn't get to see Chi-Chi. Oh, I didn't get to see Chi-Chi. Alright, so... You know what? Let's go for something different. First off... No, not that.
Tevat's day and night both seem particularly short. The skies here are full of stars, but they aren't the same as the ones back home.
Interesting.
I wonder if the fates of people from Tevat are also related to their constellations.
Oh? Do you know how to read the stars too? That's amazing! Not a lot of people outside Sumeru can do it. Paimon's curious. Come on, do a reading for me, quick!
The night sky pictured on Paimon's Cape flows with the light of many stars, and also of the deep ocean.
What?
The movement of these stars tells me that, in, say, 7 days from now...
In 7 days what?
Something good or something bad might occur.
Right. Your theory sounds as rock solid as a geoslime. And about as brainy, too.
Oh, that's good. That's fucking good.
On the way back to Mondstadt after rescuing Dvalin, we finally got to see one of the 7 Archons, didn't we? It was interesting to see what kind of god he was.
Haven't we known Venti for quite a while now?
As Venti, yes. But still, this was the first time that we got to see him as the Animo Archon Barbatos. Normally, he hides his true divinity behind the facade of a bard. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? That was the question that he asked Dvalin. I'm still contemplating that.
Yeah?
You know?
Interesting.
Mondstadt is full of wide plains and rolling hills. People say that when Barbatos made this land, he used the storm to flatten the cliffs and valleys.
Still, it looks like he missed a few spots.
Like Starsnatch Cliff?
Starsnatch.
Exactly.
I still can't get over that name.
On the map, it almost looks as if it was meant to be the apex of a vertical structure, but ended up at the wrong orientation.
What's an apex?
Oh god, Paimon.
Paimon's heard that couplets are a traditional art form in Liyue. If you can write a line that works as a second half to one that someone else has written, you'll be well paid. But linking the couplet is hard, so it's not easy money. Not only does the rhythm need to match, but the meaning has to as well.
Care to give an example?
Wind rises, winds never churn.
But the sea of clouds always return.
Interesting.
Not bad. Let's not waste time here. We've got some...
Oh god, Paiman. Oh. Alright. So... Oh, look at that. You can see Dragon's Spine from here. I really, really do like games like this in Breath of the Wild, where it's... Oh, didn't you want to go down there? Where it's basically, if you can see it, you can go to it. Like, other games, like the open world concept, I don't know, like Fallout's been like that, I guess, for a little while. Now that I think about it, I really, like, now that I think about Fallout 4, I don't know, which came first, Fallout 4 or Breath of the Wild? It's a good one. But yeah, like...
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Like, it looks like it's part of the background, but as you get closer, it gets more defined. And, yeah. Yeah, if you can see it, you can go to it. I mean, yeah, there's some edges. Oh, did I... Yeah, I don't want to do that. Alright, anyway, so, should we pick another quest? Oh, that's right. What's going to do with this? I want to see Shark Girl. Hoo-ha-ha. Alright, so Mualani's elemental skill allows her to move swiftly on her surfboard until her Night Soul points are... Is she a brand new character? I feel like she's a... Look, I don't play this game very often, but this definitely seems like a brand spanking new character. Because I don't remember seeing her anywhere else. I think I would have recognized a girl on a shark. But... So did they introduce some, like, new mechanics with this update? Night Soul points. During this time, colliding with enemies, grant Mualani stacks and mark them. The stacks she gains increase the damage of her Sharky's bite performed via normal attacks. So apparently Sharky's bite can be performed otherwise, in other ways. Oh, that seems complicated. Oh, there's more. Oh, so... Yeah, no worries. Right on Night Soul points, you can expend Flockstione points to maintain the state. Super Sark Missile, though, that sounds good. What the hell is that? Speaking of people not wearing much. Whoa!
Tried chasing waves before? Well, come on, no time like the present.
I would love to cosplay as this. Holy fuck, that's an amazing outfit. Oh my god, I mean, it's basically a swimsuit. But, like, holy shit, I love it. Alright, so I guess I gotta do a challenge. Complete all challenge objectives. There doesn't seem to be a timer. Oh, that must have been the Super Shark Missile. Natlan's Night Soul Blessing. So, obviously a new character. Night Soul's Blessing state that characters from Natlan can engage The Night Soul's Blessing state that characters from Natlan can engage. This should be comma there. will usually increase their mobility and combat prowess. So blessings are usually closely related to the resource known as Night Soul Points. Kachina. Alright, so I'm guessing that gauge on the side is Night Soul. Oh, look at her! The Imperishable Knight. Oh, what was that? New achievement? Alright. So... what is she throwing? Pufferfish or something? Oh, God, did she volleyball spikes him? Oh, I love it. Look at that fucking braided hair, though. Nice. Got a little backpack of some sort of pufferfish. Damn! I fucking love this girl. I want to be her. And now I'm not so sure. That's fucking hilarious, though. Alright. That's... there's her sucrose. I know Toma. I have no idea. What the hell? What the hell is that? Nice. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Let's ride.
Oh, you can jump too. I'm assuming these refill. Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
Animal test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2. Don't break my glasses. Go get him, Uruguay. Uruguay, you're up.
Here's Becca.
This music sounds so familiar.
Carving waves.
What's up? Show me your moves. Good time prizes.
Oh, what's the surfboard? Check this out. Best of luck. Hey, go away.
Check this out. Supporting fire.
Let's ride.
Need a sip.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Animal what? I have no idea what's going on now. Like, I only know one of these fucking people.
Stay put.
Don't get too close.
Carving waves.
I still got 3 more enemies to kill. Oh, that didn't take long. And who we got here? Kadahara Kazuha. Uses elemental skill to pull opponents and objects and take in and take to the air. Oh boy, that's a lot of reading. Where's the TLDR? Alright.
Fallen leaves. Thorn my
Wow, there's a lot going on here.
I'm going in. Why do they never miss?
clouds high. The birds call.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just pressing buttons. I really was just button mashing that whole time. Yeah, I'll do those later. Oh, we definitely could use those. Yeah, I got 14 days. Yeah. I am more interested in what achievement I just unlocked. Well, less shocking than love at first sight. Defeat 4 opponents with electric charge within 2 seconds. And the next one is defeat 4 opponents. Alright. So after all that is said and done, damn! Pretty close to that, actually. Considering what I started with tonight. Although a bit of that is because I did get the daily reward. But yeah, 200 more Primo Gems that I could pull from Mualani. Mualani? I like her. Of course, she's like wearing like almost nothing. Very beachish. Very 90s beach type. We got Kazuha. The one that my kid was pulling for. Yeah, what are these other ones? Like I got like a ton of Bennett's. And then there's the guitar chick, which I also got. And there's some sort of bear chick. Gina. Guessing it's Yeah, it's Geo. Oh, so Kazuha's animal. I would have thought Pyro, considering that it's red. I mean, I know the colors of the outfit don't necessarily match up. They usually do. And first, it shows the animal right there. But Scarlet Leaves pursue wild waves. Scarlet Leaves pursue wild waves. Interesting. What? Really? Animal? Alright. I mean, Mualani, obviously Hydra. Obviously. Like, could not be anything else. Fucking riding a shark. Fucking water. I want her so bad. I have no idea how to track my pity. So I'm hoping someone that's looking at this can tell me. I think it has something to do with your last 5-star. Apparently it would have been Navia. Character event wish and character event wish. Oh, so they're the same thing. So it doesn't matter which banner you pull from, you get the same. You're under the same thing. Alright, well, anyone watching this just see my history? Can you tell me what my pity's at? Exactly what that means? Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Sorry. Alright, I'm kind of losing it, and I'm getting kind of hungry. So I think I'm going to call it here tonight. And honestly, I think that was a good run. I think we had some good times. So, yeah, that's it for me. See you guys later.